Hello student, today we are going to study NCERT Class 8 Political Science Chapter 2 Understanding Secularism. In the previous chapter you have learned about the Indian Constitution, why we need a constitution and why there is a need of a constitution. In the previous chapter we have learned that the constitution is utmost important for any of the country because we have to make the rules by which all the people can come under or you can say in the front of the law that each and everybody is equal. In our constitution there are the fundamental rights which we have to give the equality, right to education, right to culture and the religion, that not any kind of the exploitation. So these are the further things which we have discussed in the previous chapter, the federalism, the separation of power, the parliamentary form of government, then the number of things like the monarchy is good, the democratic country, which country is good. So this all these things we have discussed in the previous chapter. In this chapter we will discuss about the secularism. What is the secularism and in which country you find the secularism? Then these are the topics. What is the secularism, why it is important to separate the religion from the state, and what is the Indian secularism. So these are the points we're going to discuss in this video. What are the things over there, like in the starting of the chapter what is said that if you are living in the US or if you're going in the US where there is the foremost the religion is the Christianity. Now your religion is different, just like you can say your religion is Hindu. If you go over there in the US and if you're asking for the rent house and they are not providing you the house because of your religion, because you're a Hindu, you're not a Christian, so they are not providing you the house that यू कैन लिव ओवर। व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज, अगर आप जब यूएस में जाते हो क्योंकि वहाँ पे क्रिश्चियनिटी सबसे ज्यादा मुख्य धर्म है वहाँ पे, तो जैसे आप वहाँ पे हाउस कहते हो कि मुझे किराए पे घर चाहिए, तो आपका बेसिस ऑफ रिलीजन, बिकॉज आप हिंदू हो तो आपको क्या हाउस प्रोवाइड नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो दिस आर द सर्टेन थिंग्स विच वी कैन से दैट like this kind of the secularism is there. If you heard about the story of the Hitler, how he used to support the Jewish, or you can say how he supports the Nazis. No, he doesn't support the Jews, he only support the Nazis, and he used to hate the Jewish. If we talk about the Israel, how the Israel, because the Muslim and the Christians are in the minority, so how they are doing the secularism, or how they used to like you can say discriminated them on the basis of their religion. So these are what we used to learn in this secularism. If you see in India, we used to consider as equal. It is mentioned in the constitution that irrespective of the place of birth, the religion, the caste, the community, the education, the male and female, the status, whether rich or poor, whatever you are, we consider as equal. Despite of that, there are the secularism in India. We see that. So these are all the things which we are going to discuss in detail, which I'm giving in the brief view. Then this all the things we are going to discuss in detail. So these are the such things. Like the first, it starts from the America one, which I already explained. The first you might react by saying that Christians should get the same treatment in the place where the Hindus and the Muslims are in the majority. This is the form of the retaliation. Why is it retaliation? Because they are giving the utmost of respect to the Christians rather than the Hindus and the Muslims. So if you go in the US, so this is a kind of the retaliation over there. Or you might take the view that there should be justice to all. Yes, you have think that we are just equal, so there should be justice to all. It is it is just an example. That is not a reality situation. They just give you the example that in the US they are having like certain one religious is that the Christianity, but it doesn't mean in the present time they are not respecting the Hindus, they are the Muslims. They in that the constitution they mentioned that we are respecting each and every religion. So in this case, you might have take the view that there should be justice to all. You may find stating that no one should be discriminated against on the grounds of their religious practice and beliefs. Yes, this is true that we do not have to discriminate on the basis of their religion, on the basis of their you can say the language on the basis of their practice and the beliefs. This statement rested in the assumption that the form of the dominant related religion should be, and yes, it is true that if it in terms of this chapter, अगर किसी देश में अगर उनका मुख्य धर्म है और किसी और धर्म के लोगों को ना रहने देना, उनके धर्म को प्रैक्टिस ना करने देना, ये एंड होना चाहिए. This is a kind of a modern thinking. Like in India, that is very much good. You can say like we are allowed, like all the religions in India, they allowed you can do your practice, you can be, you can use your belief, and there is also mentioned in the constitution you can make your own, you can say the temples, your mosque, your church, your gurudwaras, your Buddhist monasteries, your Jain temples, and whatever you want, you can set up your own institution to teach your children or teach your own community what your religion is, what your rules are, what your beliefs are, what your practice are. You can teach them the what are the particular things they have. So in India there is a different scenario, in the other countries there is a different scenario. Then we discuss about the Hitler and the Israel. Jews were persecuted in Hitler because Hitler used to hate the Jews and he support the Nazis, which you can further learn in the early in the higher classes, in the class 9th, and about the Hitler, how the Hitler used to hate the Jews and is used to support the Nazis. But in this chapter, there is a one line, and you have the idea what the Hitler had hated. He hated that much the Jewish that they used to kill him like a butchered. Butchered in the sense, यानी उनको इस तरह से मार डाला kind of animals. Germany and how the several millions were killed. Now, however, the Jewish state of Israel treat its own Muslim and Christian minority quite badly. Israel is there are the number of the peoples where the Muslims and the Christian are the minority, and they used to treat them like quite well. In Saudi Arabia, non-Muslims were not allowed to build a temple. In Saudi Arabia, yes, they are not allowed to build the temple, the church, etc. They only allowed to build the mosque, and nor can they gather in the public place for the prayers. The people are not gathering on that particular place for the prayers. In all the above example, member of the religious community either persecute or discriminate against the member of the religious community. Means on the above example, member of one religion or community either the persecute or the discriminate against on the member of the religion community. This act of discrimination take place more easily when one religion is given the official recognition by the state at the expense of the other religion. Means यहाँ पे जो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन किया जा रहा है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रिलीजन, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द कंट्री वेयर यू कम फ्रॉम, एंड you do not give the recognition, यानी आपको एक पहचान नहीं दी जा रही. Clearly no one would be wish to be discriminated against the because of religion not dominated by the another religion. ये बात सच है, कोई भी नहीं चाहेगा कि हमें धर्म के बेसिस पर डिस्क्रिमिनेट यानी भेदभाव किया जाए और कोई रिलीजन हमारे ऊपर क्या करे, हक जमा सके. वी डोंट वांट दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग दैट एनी ऑफ द रिलीजन on the basis of the religion we can't discriminate to the other religion, and any of the religion which the people are in the majority and they used to dominating on the another religion because they are in the minority, this is not going to be happen. It is not completely acceptable. So these are the certain things which we are going to discuss in this chapter further. And India can the state discriminate against the cities on the ground of the religion? Yes, that is they are asking you the question. In India or in this state they are discriminating on the basis of the religion. So this thing we are going to discuss in this chapter. It is mentioned in the constitution that we are the equal on the basis of the religion. We can't discriminate. Still we finding such situation where there is the conflict, you can say, or the strike, you can say, between the Hinduist, Muslim, or in the any different religion. We are going to see if we consider as equal, still we are fighting with each other. So these are the topics which we are more going to further discuss in this chapter. So this in the previous chapter we read about the Indian Constitution. It contains the fundamental right that protect us from the state power as well as against the tyranny of the majority. यानी हमारा state power दी गई और tyranny दी गई है, ये नहीं है कि जो majority में है वो हमारे ऊपर हक जमा सके. The Indian Constitution allows the individual that the freedom to live their religion beliefs, practice as they interpret this in keeping with the idea of religious freedom for all. India also adopted a strategy of separating the power of religion, the power of the state, and they have the different power of religion, the power of state. Secularism refers to the separation of religion from the state. सेक्युलरिज्म का जो इससे हमने पूछा, अंडरस्टैंडिंग सेक्युलरिज्म, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द सेक्युलर मीन्स, सेक्युलरिज्म का मतलब ये होता है कि स्टेट को धर्म से अलग रखा जाए। किसी भी स्टेट का कोई ये हक नहीं है कि पर्टिकुलर एक धर्म को पकड़ के लेकर चले कि यहाँ पे स्टेट में इसी धर्म को माना जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है। In our India and each and every state, all the religion are equal. None of the religion is, you can say, this religion is good or this religion is bad. All the religions are good. Whether it's of Hindu, whether it's of Muslim, whether it's of Christianity, whether it's of Guru, like the Sikh people, whether it's of Buddhism or whether it's of Jainism, any of the religion, we people are equal. But still, there are these some problems which we face that they used to conflict with each other. वो एक दूसरे से लड़ते रहते हैं on the, like you can say, because of some concept they are not understanding, or the some concept which they are not clear, and there are the number of ways where they have to see this type of particular things, what the things are going to be happen and what things are not going to be happen. Like in this case, if you talked about, if you give you the example, the people who are not that much literate and the people who do not have the idea what the practical word is, so this kind of conflict between them only, not like you can say the higher classes, but they, if you talk about the people who are literate, they also do the certain kind of conflict also. So let's come to over further. This three drawings in the chapter were done by the student of your age, the religious drawings. You can see here the temple, the church, the gurudwara, and the mosque. The where it shows that we are equal, the equal basis. If you go any of the places like which we have discussed earlier also, like I used to go anywhere, no, none of the person can stop me. I used to go went in temple, I used to went in the church, I used to went in the mosque, I used to went in the Buddhist monastery, I used to went in Jainism Jain temples, I used to went the different religion, you can say the institution whether they used to practice their you can say the belief, or you can say the respect to the religion. So yes, they used to do this. So why is important the separate religion from the state, why that is needed? You can see this, how the on the all over the globe there are the different religious people where they are showing how it is good. Like there is one quote in this Sanskrit, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which means all the people of this world are one family, which used to stated in this Sanskrit that Vasudev Kutumbakam. So we can illustrate this picture on the basis of that all the people of this world are like kind of a one family. So why is the important separate religion from the state? As we discussed about, the most important aspect of the secularism is the सेपरेशन ऑफ रिलीजन फ्रॉम द स्टेट पावर, यानी स्टेट की पावर से धर्म को अलग रखना चाहिए, उसको एक नहीं करना चाहिए. दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर द कंट्री टू फंक्शन डेमोक्रेटिकली. ये कंट्री को, जो कंट्री के जो यूनियन गवर्नमेंट है उनका काम होता है कि उनको ये देखना होता है कि डेमोक्रेटिकली स्टेट को रिलीजन से अलग रखा जाए. ऑलमोस्ट ऑल कंट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड विल हैव द मोर देन वन रिलीजन. सारे कंट्रीज में एक धर्म से ज्यादा धर्म है, group living in them. Within the religion groups, उसी religion group में there will most likely to be one group that is in the majority. हर धर्म में कुछ जो majority में है, कुछ क्या है minority में है. In this majority religion group has the access of state powers. इसमें क्या होता है, जो majority में होता है उसमें क्या होता है, state powers होती हैं, यानी उनके पास ज्यादा powers होती है. Then it could quite easily use the power and the financial resource to discriminate against and persecute the person for the religion. उनके पास पावर और फाइनेंशियल पावर होने की वजह से वो क्या करते हैं, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन करते हैं, यानी कि भेदभाव करते हैं जो उन्हीं के धर्म के लोग होते हैं या फिर तो दूसरे धर्म के लोग होते हैं. तो टायरन ऑफ द मेजॉरिटी टू रिजल्ट इन द डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कोरिएशन मींस इनकी एक आदत बन जाती है कि नहीं, हम मेजोरिटी में तो सारी पावर्स हमारे पास होना चाहिए, नॉट टुवर्ड्स द माइनॉरिटी. This time in killing of the religious minority, they used to kill the minorities on the certain things that we need all the, जो सारे हक सिर्फ उन्हें चाहिए, यानी कि मेजोरिटी को चाहिए, वो कोई भी हक माइनॉरिटी को नहीं देना चाहते हैं. The majority could quite easily prevent the minorities from practicing their religion. जो मेजोरिटी होते हैं वो माइनॉरिटीज को क्या करते हैं, अपने रिलीजियस जो इनकी प्रैक्टिस होती है, जो बिलीव्स होते हैं, उसको क्या करते हैं, स्टॉप करते हैं. Any form of decision, any form of domination of the based on religion is the violation of the right of the democratic society guarantees to each and every citizen irrespective of their religion. Therefore the tyranny of the majority and the violation of the fundamental rights that can result is the one reason why it is important to separate the state and the religion in the democratic society. एक टायरानी दी गई है कि मेजोरिटी और वायलेशन ऑफ द फंडामेंटल राइट्स, यानी कि यहाँ पे जो हमारे फंडामेंटल राइट्स है जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में मेंशन है उसको क्या किया जाता है, वायलेशन, उसको तोड़ा जाता है। उसका रीजन है द सेपरेट ऑफ स्टेट एंड रिलीजन इन डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी, यानी जो डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री है ये डेमोक्रेटिक सोसाइटी, यहाँ पे स्टेट और रिलीजन को अलग रखना बहुत जरूरी, नहीं तो ये लोग क्या करते हैं आपस में लड़ते ही रहते हैं। Another reason is that important to separate the religion from the state democratic society is because we also need to protect the freedom of individual to exist from their religion. Means हम जो एक पर्टिकुलर रीजन में अपना फ्रीडम चाहते हैं वो दूसरे में भी क्या चाहते हैं कि हम अगर दूसरी जगह तो वहाँ पे हमें क्या मिल सके, फ्रीडम मिल सके, अपने व्यूज को एक्सप्रेस कर सके. Embrace the need to have the freedom to interpret the religion teachings differently. Yes, that is utmost important. I'm giving an example over here that if I am the Muslim and I'm going towards the another person's house, that doesn't mean you're discriminating or you are just saying the bad words towards my religion, or you are saying that the Hinduism is a very bad and Christianity is very much good. So we can't accept. You have to respect each and every religion. What I'm trying to say is कि मैं एक हिंदू हूँ और मैं किसी क्रिश्चियन के घर जाती हूँ और वो कहता है कि आपका धर्म अच्छा नहीं है, हमारा क्रिश्चियनिटी धर्म बहुत अच्छा है, तो उस बेसिस पर ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. हम किसी के भी घर में जाए, किसी भी दूसरे धर्म के घर में जाए, तो इंसान को हिंदू की जो रिलीजन है, हिंदू का जो रिलीजन है उसको भी रिस्पेक्ट देना चाहिए, और जो क्रिश्चियनिटी है जो उनका खुद का धर्म उसको रिस्पेक्ट देना चाहिए. डजंट मीन कि हम अपने धर्म को अच्छा बताते रहे दूसरे धर्म को बुरा बताते, ऐसा नहीं. जो भी कोई धर्म है, जितने भी धर्म है इस वर्ल्ड के अंदर, देयर आर मोर देन 4,000 आई थिंक more than 4,000 religion in all over this globe, where they have their own different practice, their beliefs, their own way of you can say the custom and the rituals they have. And or each and every people in the particular region, they are in the minority, they are in the majority, जो कि हमें हर किसी का रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहिए. बिकॉज सारे चीज हर किसी का अपना हक होता है अपने बिलीफ को, अपने ड्रीम्स को, अपने व्यूज को, अपने आइडियाज को एक्सप्रेस करने का. हमारा कोई हक नहीं होता हम किसी भी पर्टिकुलर धर्म की क्या करें, बुराई करें. we didn't give the right to disrespect of any of the religion. To understand this point better, let us take the practical of untouchability. Yes, this is also one of the most important aspect. Like pre-independence, if we talk about how much we are deteriorating or how much we are exploiting the lower caste people, that you do not come nearby me, that if you touch me that I'm going to be impure, then I have to go for the some rituals, then I have to go for the practices, then I have to go for the bathing in I have to go for the bathing Ganga to become pure. So like how much we are practicing that like upper caste people and the lower caste people can't come together and sit at the particular place. They're not even allowed to go in the temple, they don't even allowed to go in the education, they don't even allowed to take the education in the education institutes. So these are the number of the examples are there how much we are deteriorating or how much we are exploiting the lower class people. So for this, in this case, we have to stop this secularism, because each and every individual or each and every person, they have their own dignity, they want their recognition, and want the respect. The most important thing is the respect. Later on we can talk about the recognition or the dignity. But most important thing, each and every individual and each and every religion want the utmost the for first and the foremost is the respect. We have to give them the respect. If we can't give them the respect, so in the front, whosoever the person is, he or she didn't give us the respect also. So these are the certain things which we have discussed so far, that we have to give them the respect. There is the word the equality. The equality is the utmost important. So who support the untouchability, then do you think that you would have an easy task to try to change it? Even if you were the part of dominant religion group, you might face a lot of resistance from fellow members of your community. Yes, अगर आप मेजोरिटी से बिलोंग करते हो अपने धर्म में, तो आपने देखा होगा कि मेजोरिटी धर्म के लोग किस तरह से माइनॉरिटी में जो लोग होते हैं, जो कम लोग होते हैं, उनके साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेट किया जाता है. This member who had the control of the state power might say there is only one interpretation of Hinduism, that you डू नॉट हैव द फ्रीडम टू इंटरप्रेट दिस डिफरेंट, यानी कि हम हिंदुइज्म को अगर इंडिया में ज्यादा सपोर्ट करें, बाकी और धर्मों को सपोर्ट ना करें, तो ये गलत है, क्योंकि हमारे लाइक मेंशन किया है वो तो ठीक है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में मेंशन वो चलेगा, बट ये तो हमारी भी ड्यूटी है कि हम अपने बिहेवियरल नॉलेज में लाएं और अपने बिहेवियर में लाएं कि वी हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल एंड देयर रिलीजन. Now come to us, what is the Indian secularism? In Indian constitution, mandate that the Indian state should be secular. According to the constitution, only the secular state can realize its objective to ensure the following. The one religion community does not dominate another, यानी कि मेरी अगर कम्युनिटी तो मैं दूसरे पर डोमिनेट नहीं कर सकती हूँ. The some member do not dominate other member of the same religion community, यानी अगर मैं हिंदू धर्म की हूँ और कोई मुस्लिम धर्म का, अगर मेरे लाइक मेरे लोग ज्यादा हैं तो मैं मुस्लिम धर्म के ऊपर डोमिनेट करूं, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. द स्टेट डज नॉट एनफोर्स एनी पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन ऑन द टेक अवे द रिलीजियस फ्रीडम फ्रॉम द इंडिविजुअल. और किसी भी स्टेट का ये कोई हक नहीं है कि पर्टिकुलर धर्म को वो प्रमोट करे और किसी अकेले इंसान से उसके धर्म को छीन ले. हर किसी के whosoever the individual is there, he has a right or he has the dignity that to practice his religion, to believe in his religion, and to do and to perform his rituals according to his religion. So each and every individual have their own right. Now go for the Indian state work in the various ways to prevent this above domination. Indian state है जो Indian state government है और as well as the union government, उन्होंने ऐसे बहुत सारी policies बनाई जिसको वो stop करते हैं. First is the uses of stressing of the distance itself from the religion, यानी वो अपने religion से अलग करते हैं. The Indian state is not ruled by the religious group. जो Indian state है रिलीजियस ग्रुप से कोई भी इस पर रूल नहीं करता है. पर्टिकुलर एक लीडर जो हम वोट देकर जिसको चूज करते हैं, वो अपने धर्म के बेसिस पे हम लोग इसलिए चूज करते हैं कि दिस इज द पर्सन हु नो लाइक what he or she can do for our state, what kind of plan he makes, what kind of schemes he makes, and what kind of initiative he or she will take to progress our state, to develop our state more further in this contemporary era where we can see we have to go with the flow, like what kind of current situation, what kind of current era is going on, like by the scientific, by the technological use, by the digital era, and by the number of the initiative, like we have to go with the world. That doesn't mean if the world is going go further and we are lagging behind, we have to go further, or you can say the side by side with the world only. Now, in this case, the Indian state is not ruled by the religious group, nor does it the support of any one religion. In India, government space like law courts, police station, government schools, officers are not supposed to display the promote of any one religion. Yes, this is fact that none of these school institution, again I am saying none of the school institution, the law courts, the police station supposed to display one religion. The school institution, the police station, the law courts, any of the state, none of them have the right to promote one religion. कोई भी स्कूल, किसी भी तरह का स्कूल या एजुकेशनल डिपार्टमेंट या इंस्टीट्यूशन या पुलिस स्टेशन या कोर्ट, किसी को भी ये राइट नहीं है कि पर्टिकुलर एक धर्म को लेकर चले उसको प्रमोट करें. हमें सब धर्म को साथ में लेकर चलना चाहिए और उसको क्या करना चाहिए, रिस्पेक्ट करनी चाहिए. Now come to the next page. The page number is the 22. This is, you can see the picture, the government high school, where the story is going like that. In the government school, the Simapur, students want to celebrate the religious festival. Sir, there is a big religious festival next month. We have never celebrated. Can we do it this year? Sir, next year एक बहुत अच्छा बहुत बड़ा फेस्टिवल है. क्या हम उसको सेलिब्रेट कर सकते हैं हमारे स्कूल में? I am afraid it isn't possible, Rekha. Yes, sir has said it's a government school, क्योंकि government school है. We cannot give the importance to any one religion. हम किसी एक धर्म को importance नहीं दे सकते. Private school may do that. Private school कर सकते हैं, but can't the government one? School didn't celebrate any religious festival in school premises. Any of the festival can't celebrate in the school premises. जो उनके टीचर बता रहे हैं. मोस्ट रिलीजियस फेस्टिवल आर द पब्लिक हॉलीडेज. जब भी कोई रिलीजियस फेस्टिवल आता है तो ज्यादातर हमारे इंडिया में क्या होता है, हॉलीडेज होता है, सो दैट वी कैन सेलिब्रेट दिस एट दी होम. सो ये हम चीजें कहाँ सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, होम में करते हैं. आई नेवर थॉट ऑफ दिस दैट वे. आई गेस वी कैन ऑलवेज सेलिब्रेट आउटसाइड द स्कूल. मैंने कभी नहीं सोचा था कि हम लोग जो ये सेलिब्रेट करते हैं आउटसाइड द स्कूल, यानी जितने भी फेस्टिवल को हम सेलिब्रेट करते हैं क्या करते हैं आउटसाइड द स्कूल करते हैं. एनी वन वी वर प्लानिंग टू सेलिब्रेट इन आवर लोकेलिटी. सो ये लोग बच्चे जो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि हम जो जितने भी प्रोग्राम है वो कांट सेलिब्रेट लाइक सेलिब्रेट करें अपनी लोकेलिटी में, लोगों से डिस्कस करेंगे. सो नन ऑफ द लाइक अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस स्टोरी व्हाट वी कम टू नो दैट नन ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट स्कूल can promote a particular religion. They do not celebrate each and every religion religious festival because what I have said that all the religion or the religious festival are like of equal importance. Some of the private school they used to promote a particular, you can say, the religion, but it's not going to happen because we we when we consider that we all are equal, so why should we have to promote one particular religion? We have to give the respect to every religion, and we have to respect their beliefs, we have to respect their practices, we have to respect what the religious are. Religious is good. Look, people are bad. I'm not saying that all the peoples are good. Some people are bad. That doesn't mean the religion is bad. Religion is always good. In the above storyboard, the celebration of a religious festival within the school would have been violation of the government policy treating all the religions equally. Government school cannot promote any one religion either in their morning prayers or through the religious celebration. The rule does not apply to the प्राइवेट स्कूल. ये जो रूल जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के लिए भी बना और प्राइवेट स्कूल के लिए भी नहीं कि आपको कौन सी जगह कौन सी प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए. The school in which the Indian Secretary worked to prevent the above domination is through the strategy of non-interference. That means that in order to respect the sentiments of all the religion, not to interfere with the religious practice, the state makes a certain exception of the particular religious committee. Yes, we have to respect each and every sentiment of every religion. Why? Because if we respect their sentiments, if we can't hurt their sentiments, why we get the respect in front of them also. इसमें क्या होता है ये यहाँ पे मतलब ये कहने का मतलब ये है कि हमें दूसरों के धर्म के लोगों को सेंटिमेंट को हर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. उनका मानना अलग है, हमारे धर्म के मानने का अलग है. जब हम लोग कहते हैं कि हम लोग इक्वल है तो हम सबको सभी धर्म का क्या करना चाहिए, सम्मान करना चाहिए, उनको रिस्पेक्ट देना चाहिए और जितने भी धर्म के लोग हैं उनको क्या करना है, समान रूप से देखना चाहिए. जैसे इसमें एक जो एग्जाम्पल दिया गया है, जैसे कि हमारे इंडिया में ट्रैफिक रूल्स में हेलमेट पहनना कंपलसरी है, बट जो सरदार्स होते हैं बिकॉज दे यूज्ड टू वेयर द पगड़ी और दे यूज्ड टू वेयर द पग, तो वो लोग हेलमेट नहीं बन पाते. उनको क्या होता है, उनको उससे क्या होता है, सेंटीमेंट हर्ट होता है कि हम अपनी पगड़ी को नहीं उतार सकते. बट नाउअडेज अब हेलमेट इतने बड़े बनते हैं कि वो अपने पगड़ी के ऊपर पहन सकते, पहले के टाइम में वो नहीं पहन पाते थे. Here, there is one story over there which I'm going to read for you. A group of friends who have recently bought a scooter are meeting to go on the ride together. Hey, hope you have the helmet. You know the law in the Delhi requires you have to wear one. Why aren't you wearing the helmet? Do you want to be fined? Don't worry, don't be fined because hey Paji, why won't we find for the sake wearing the pagri is a very important part of the religion. The government cannot force me to wear the helmet. So here the government, the central government as well as the state government, they can't hurt the sentiments of the Sikh people because for wearing them the pagri is utmost important part for them. So they can't stop them or they can't say that you have to wear the helmet. Nowadays possible because now they are making that much a big helmet. Earlier it was not possible. So the people said that like we do not want to hurt the sentiment of the other religion. We are respecting their sentiments. So what I'm trying to say is the constitution when it mentioned that we are all equal, we have to respect every religion. They can set up their own cultural institution and they can practice their religious practice. They can do. They can perform their rituals in front of the people. Nobody have the right to stop you, nobody have the right to discriminate you. So these are the certain things which we have discussed in this chapter, that none of the state have a right to stop any of the individual or take away the religion from that particular individual. यानी किसी भी स्टेट को ये राइट नहीं है कि उस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन से उसका हक छीन लिया जाए, उसका धर्म से छीन लिया जाए या फिर एक पर्टिकुलर धर्म को प्रपोर्ट किया जाए. हमें अपने धर्म के ही बारे में सोचना चाहिए, ऐसा तो मैं नहीं कहूंगी. यस वी हैव टू थिंक अबाउट आवर धर्म, बट डजंट मीन कि हम अपने दूसरे धर्म के लोगों के बिलीव्स को हर्ट करना चाहिए. वी हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट, अगेन एंड अगेन आई एम सेइंग, वी हैव टू गिव देम द रिस्पेक्ट. वी हैव टू learn from their religion what the good things they have. Each and every religion is good, like what I already said. some people are good, all the people are not, but so we have to learn what the particular religion have the good qualities, what the new ways of life they are doing, how they are celebrating their festivals, what type of clothes they wear, what type of foods they used to eat, what are the different ways to celebrate the festival, and what kind of joy or the enjoyment we used to get from them. So these are the certain things which we have to learn from the different religious people, because by this we can enjoy each and every festival of each and every religion, by which it expand our knowledge, is expand our horizon, by which our knowledge will expand, and with that we can come to know what we have to do this certain thing, what we do not have to do this certain thing. So these are the whole scenario which we have discussed in this chapter. This is the first part of the video where we discuss the what the secularism is, what is the secularism, why it is important to separate the religion from the state, and why what is in Indian the secularism. No, in India, we are not give a chance to any particular religion that you can dominate in your religion to the another. Like, we didn't give the right to the one religion that you can dominate to the another religion. We can't in the if we talk about the particular religion, if you are in the majority and you can dominate over the minority, we can't give the right to that particular person as well. And none of the state we have given the power to them that you can promote this particular religion. You have to follow this rule that each and every religion is equal. We have to give them their respects. I hope you like this video. Thank you.